You're welcome to the Pulse of Africa community. I hope you're doing great today. If you're joining us for the first time, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed and connected to Africa's most important news reports. Your engagements will help this video to reach more people. Thank you very much.
Good day and welcome to Pulse of Africa. Today I bring you a top story. A crisis unfolding at the very heart of West Africa. For the past 2 months, fighters linked to Al-Qaeda have imposed a crippling fuel blockade on Bamako, the capital city of Mali. You may not know about Al-Qaeda, so let me give a brief introduction. Al-Qaeda is a pan-Islamist militant organization led by Sunni jihadists who self-identify as a vanguard spearheading a global Islamist revolution to unite the Muslim world under a supranational Islamic caliphate. Its membership is mostly composed of Arabs, but also includes people from other ethnic groups. What began as a strategic move to choke off supplies has now plunged the city of nearly 4 million people into darkness and desperation. With highways sealed and tankers unable to deliver fuel from neighboring Senegal and Ivory Coast, daily life in Bamako has come to a grinding halt. This is the first time these militants have used such a tactic on the capital itself, signaling a bold and dangerous shift in their strategy. Satellite images reveal an eerie picture of Bamako, long queues stretching for kilometers as residents wait for the rare chance to buy fuel. Many spend hours, even days, in line only to return home empty-handed. One resident told our reporter,
"All these people are here for fuel. There's a shortage of gas at the moment. Before we could buy gas everywhere in cans, but now there's no more. We're forced to come to gas stations, and even if we go there, it's not certain that there will be gasoline available. Only a few stations have it."
Electricity now flickers on for only a few hours each day. Schools and universities have shut their doors. Flights have been disrupted. The United States and United Kingdom have withdrawn their diplomatic staff, while France has urged its citizens to leave immediately. Bamako, once buzzing with commerce and hope, has become a city of anxiety and silence. As the blockade continues, the humanitarian cost grows heavier. Convoys transporting fuel are ambushed, trucks explode in flames, and innocent drivers perish in the chaos. The Al-Qaeda-linked group, locally known as JNIM, Jamaat Nusrat al-Islam wal-Muslimin, has tightened its grip, spreading its operations from Mali's north into the south and west. In just 1 year, attacks have doubled. The group now controls or influences large swaths of rural territory, blocking 2 of Mali's most vital trade routes, those leading to Dakar in Senegal and Abidjan in Ivory Coast.
Analysts warned that the ripple effects could soon reach Benin, Togo, and even Ghana. Despite Mali being Africa's 3rd largest gold producer, its riches have brought little relief. The nation's abundance of gold, uranium, and rare earth minerals continues to fuel conflict rather than prosperity. For the ordinary Malian, survival has become a daily battle. The people of Bamako live in trauma. They live under constant fear, with shortages of fuel, electricity, and food. Some say they are being resilient, but deep inside they are breaking. He explains that many residents now feel abandoned. When Al-Qaeda, through JNIM, gives an order, people obey because they know the government no longer controls what happens, not just in the city, but across much of Mali. Security experts are sounding the alarm. Oluwale Awali, regional coordinator for West and Central Africa at the Institute for Security Studies, says the situation is extremely dangerous. Drawing parallels to the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan, Awali warns there's palpable fear that Bamako could become the next Kabul. What we're seeing in Mali could be Syria 2.0 in West Africa. He adds, if JNIM succeeds in achieving its political objectives, the effect would be catastrophic for the entire region. It could embolden extremist groups from Burkina Faso to Nigeria. But not everyone agrees that the situation will escalate to that level. There are fewer than a few thousand fighters around Bamako. They can cause chaos, yes, but they cannot conquer the city. However, if the blockade persists and the economy collapses, we could see unrest within the military junta, perhaps even another coup or forced negotiations with the jihadists. As Mali's crisis deepens, whispers of possible negotiations between the government and jihadist leaders have emerged. The cancellation of political parties and imprisonment of former Prime Minister Moussa Mara have weakened internal institutions. Now, local leaders and civil society actors are trying to broker some form of dialogue with jihadist groups.
It's highly unlikely the military will negotiate. That would mean creating a government made up of two illegitimate groups, the military junta and jihadists. It's unthinkable, though the situation might prove me wrong. The junta is against any negotiation for now, but if public anger grows and the economy collapses, pressure could force talks. History shows such things can happen suddenly. Many point to a long and complicated relationship with France, its former colonial power. France made mistakes in its policy toward the Sahel. The military regimes in the region exploited those mistakes to turn public opinion against France. The anger we see isn't against French people, but against French policy in Africa. When the Malian military seized power in a 2021 coup, it severed ties with France and turned to Russia for security support, inviting Wagner mercenaries into the country. That shift, experts say, changed everything. With France isolated and Western cooperation dwindling, jihadist groups found new space to operate. Normand, however, insists France will not return. Relations are at an all-time low. A French diplomat is currently imprisoned in Bamako. That shows the depth of mistrust. France may seek normalization one day, but not a full return. Awali offers a different perspective. The ties between France and Francophone Africa run deep. They may be strained now, but they won't vanish. Still, Mali must diversify its partnerships. It cannot isolate itself from the world and expect peace. As Bamako remains choked by the blockade, the people's resilience is being tested like never before. Shops stand empty. Hospitals struggle to power generators. The once vibrant nightlife of the capital has faded into curfews and fear. Regional observers warn that if Mali collapses further, neighboring countries could face the same fate. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, has urged calm and unity, but many fear it may already be too late.
For now, both the government and its people are trapped in a deadly stalemate. A siege not just of roads and fuel lines, but of hope itself. The question lingers: can Mali rise from this darkness, or will the heart of the Sahel fall to extremism? This crisis in Mali is more than just a local story. It is a warning, a reflection of what happens when governance breaks down and communities are left to fend for themselves. It's about ordinary people, parents who can't take their children to school, families lighting candles through the night, and workers who walk miles because there's no fuel for transport. As the international community debates its next move, Malians are living this nightmare day by day. Their strength, their endurance, and their yearning for peace deserve more than silence. If there's one lesson here, it's that neglect breeds extremism. The world must not look away. And that brings us to the end of today's report on Pulse of Africa. If you found this report insightful, please subscribe to our channel, Pulse of Africa, and hit the like button to support independent African journalism. Don't forget to share this video so others can understand what's happening beyond the headlines. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep your eyes on the pulse of Africa.